Here's something that will blow your mind. 7 countries are completely revolutionizing how buildings get approved, moving from paper blueprints that took months to process to AI-powered systems that can check compliance in minutes.
That's fascinating. Which country would you say is leading this digital transformation?
Well, Singapore was actually the first to take the plunge back in 2011 with their BIME submission system. They've managed to cut permit approval times by 50%, which is just incredible when you think about it.
Hmm. So, what made their implementation so successful?
You know, what's interesting is that they took this really methodical approach. They created something called the Singapore BIM guide, developed specific standards for different project types, and here's the key part: they made it mandatory for larger projects. They basically said, if you want to build big in Singapore, you have to use this system.
That must have been quite a transition for construction companies to handle.
Oh, for sure. But what's really clever is how they phased it in. They started with projects over 20,000 square meters and gradually lowered that threshold. And now they're rolling out this next generation platform called Coronet X that's going to handle everything from initial planning to final inspection.
Speaking of digital transformation, I've heard the UK is taking quite a different approach with their system.
That's right. The UK is focusing on what they call the golden thread of information. It's like this digital DNA that follows a building from conception to demolition. Every decision, every change, every inspection, it's all connected and traceable.
That level of transparency must be changing how the whole industry operates.
Exactly. And here's where it gets really interesting. They're starting to integrate AI into these systems. Like in Australia, they're experimenting with AI in New South Wales to analyze development applications. The AI can actually read and interpret complex building codes, which is pretty mind-blowing when you think about it.
But surely there must be some challenges with letting AI interpret building codes? Those can be incredibly complex.
Well, that's where the latest research comes in. They're using these sophisticated natural language processing systems combined with deep learning and something called ontology to help the AI understand context and nuance. It's not perfect yet, but it's getting more accurate all the time.
So, what are the actual benefits we're seeing from all this technology?
Let me give you some concrete numbers. Besides Singapore's 50% reduction in processing time, we're seeing error detection rates improve dramatically. In some pilot programs, these systems are catching compliance issues that human reviewers consistently missed. And when you consider that catching design problems early can save millions in construction costs, the impact is huge.
That's really changing the game for the construction industry.
And here's what's really exciting about the future. They're working on systems that won't just check for problems, they'll actually suggest solutions. Imagine you're designing a building and the AI says, hey, if you move this wall 2 feet to the left, you'll meet all the fire safety requirements and improve energy efficiency.
That kind of real time feedback could transform how architects work.
Exactly. And it ties into this broader trend of digital twins, virtual replicas of buildings that update in real time. Australia and the UK are investing heavily in this technology because it has huge implications for building management and sustainability.
You know, it sounds like we're really at the beginning of a major transformation in construction.
That's right. And what's most encouraging is how these countries are learning from each other. The mistakes and successes in Singapore are helping inform uh, implementations in places like the United States and Australia. It's truly becoming a global standard for construction.
So, what should we be watching for next in this space?
Well, keep an eye on how AI continues to evolve in this field. We're likely to see more integration with sustainability goals, more sophisticated error detection, and possibly even AI that can optimize building designs for both cost and environmental impact. The future of construction is definitely digital, and it's happening faster than most people realize.